American soccer has been growing in recent years, investing in infrastructure, developing young soccer players and strengthening its league. Bringing in world-class stars, the results are a success. In recent years it has been the most outstanding team in CONCACAF. However, CONCACAF does not have a sufficient soccer level, so we wonder what would happen if the United States Soccer Federation decides to switch to CONMEBOL. And what economic benefits would it bring? First, I will explain what would happen if the Copa America and the Libertadores and South American finals were played in South American territory, and then I will explain the effects it would bring if it were played in North American territory. Well, here at Football Economy, a channel only for sports intellectuals. Business and employment opportunities. The arrival of the United States team at CONMEBOL could generate new business opportunities. This may include businesses involved in ticket sales, match production and broadcasting, the sale of football-related products and merchandise, and the provision of fan tourism services. These activities can generate direct and indirect employment in the aforementioned sectors, as well as in related sectors, such as hotels, transport and food. This thanks to the Keynesian multiplier effect that I explained in my previous video. Greater media exposure. American clubs attract a lot of media attention due to the sports and entertainment market. Their participation in the Copa Libertadores and the Copa Sudamericana could increase the visibility of these tournaments internationally and attract a broader audience worldwide. This could generate additional interest from sponsors and the media, as well as sports scouts to recruit players to European football, potentially boosting revenue from broadcast and sponsorship rights. What benefits CONMEBOL and its respective affiliated federations? This thanks to the fact that they will face world-class teams, such as Brazil, Argentina or Uruguay. These matches have a greater demand from fans, because they are very attractive and competitive, since they have world-class stars, which benefits the United States team when they measure themselves against teams of a good soccer level. Business expansion. The participation of U.S. clubs in South American tournaments can boost the expansion of U.S. businesses in the region. Companies related to the sports industry, such as sporting goods stores, specialized sports travel agencies and related service companies, may see opportunities to expand their operations and establish branches in South American countries to meet the demand generated by fans and the sports tourism. Foreign investment. If the change of confederation generates greater interest and attractiveness on the part of U.S. investors in South American countries, there could be an increase in foreign direct investment. Investors may seek business and investment opportunities related to soccer and sporting events in South America. This could influence capital flows and have an impact on exchange rates as investors exchange their dollars for local currencies to make investments. And how is this possible? Well, exchange rates depend on several econometric factors, but here I tell you three that are very important. Demand for local currency. When foreign investors decide to invest in a country, they generally need to purchase local currency to carry out those investments. This additional demand for the local currency can cause its value to appreciate relative to other currencies. In this case, the dollar, as the demand for the local currency increases, its price in the foreign exchange market may increase, which is reflected in a stronger exchange rate, although it should be noted that it is not necessary to change the currency if investors consider it so, especially if South American countries have high inflation or monetary instability. Inflow of foreign capital. Foreign direct investment, or its acronym, FDI, implies the long-term entry of foreign capital into an economy. When foreign investors make direct investments in an economy, such as acquiring local businesses or building new facilities, this can strengthen confidence in the economy and generate a flow of capital into the country. Increased capital inflows can put upward pressure on the local currency and cause an appreciation of the exchange rate. Investor expectations. Foreign investment decisions are also influenced by investor expectations about the economy and the return on their investment. If foreign investors have a positive view of a country's economic prospects, they are more likely to invest there. This can increase the demand for the local currency and consequently strengthen the exchange rate. And for this they use different types of macroeconomic, statistical, and econometric analyses. Now, although this is assumed in the event that the matches of the Copa America and the finals of the Copa Libertadores and Sudamericana are played in South American territory. And knowing the United States, it is likely that the venues of these tournaments will be held in North American territory, so what effects would it cause? Tourism and fan spending. By bringing the finals of these tournaments to the United States, the possibility of attracting a large number of fans from different countries would open up. This would generate an increase in sports tourism and, therefore, an increase in fan spending on accommodation, transportation, food and entertainment in the host country. These foreign exchange flows could benefit the local economy and tourism-related sectors. Therefore, it generates a multiplier effect in the North American territory and an increase in the gross domestic product. The United States has many South American residents, plus potential tourists. There may be an excess demand to watch the games, and this results in an increase in the price of the tickets so that there is a balance point. Also, if the estimated number of tourists is greater, there could be an increase in the demand for dollars, not only by fans, but also by the companies that participate in the organization and logistics of the tournaments, resulting in an appreciation of the dollar with respect to other currencies. And since the flow of currency goes to the United States, this implies that the South American countries need more currency to acquire dollars, which could generate a depreciation of the currency against the dollar. Income from broadcasting rights. The United States has an extensive infrastructure, since it has first-class stadiums and capacity for the transmission and distribution of sporting events worldwide. By holding these finals in the United States, the possibility of obtaining greater income from the sale of broadcasting rights would open up, since the potential audience in this important market would be expanded. This could have a positive impact on the revenue generated by tournament organizers and participating clubs. It would also have an impact on the stock market. Companies related to the organization of sporting events, such as sponsors, media and entertainment companies, could experience an increase in interest and demand for their shares. This is because holding these events in the United States could generate greater media exposure, that is, it attracts more fans from around the world, and makes the tournament more valuable in monetary and sporting terms, increasing the value and the growth prospects of these companies. In the case of South America, the companies are Grupo Globo in Brazil, Televisa in Mexico, and other television networks and streaming platforms in South America, as well as sports marketing companies. Related sectors. In addition to companies directly related to sporting events, other sectors could also benefit. For example, hotel, transportation, food and beverage, and tourism service companies could experience an increase in demand due to the increase in sports tourism. This increase in demand could have a positive impact on the shares of these companies. Sports club shares. If the South American clubs participating in the tournaments have shares in the financial markets, holding the finals in the United States could generate greater interest in said shares. The participation of South American clubs in high-profile international events could increase their visibility and prestige, which could be reflected in an increase in the value of their shares. although it should be clarified that the price of the shares depends on other econometric variables. Logistical challenges. The inclusion of American clubs in South American tournaments would also present logistical challenges due to distance and time differences. Long trips and travel conditions could affect the performance of the teams and create difficulties in the planning and organization of matches. However, with proper management and planning, these challenges can be overcome. Impact on the balance of payments. Holding these finals in the United States could affect the balance of payments of the South American countries. If tourism spending and demand for U.S. goods and services increase significantly, there could be a deficit in the travel account and current account, which could put pressure on the exchange rate and cause the local currency to depreciate. It is important to note that the exact impact on the exchange rate and balance of payments will depend on several factors, including the magnitude of the events, the level of demand for U.S. dollars, the exchange policies of South American countries, and other economic factors. And politicians. There may also be other indirect effects on the balance of payments through factors such as international trade, investment, and capital flows. Therefore, it is necessary to carry out a more detailed analysis and consider the specific context to evaluate the possible effects on the stock market. This is only a speculation of the benefits that CONMEBOL and its member countries could have. The true benefit it will be analyzed using statistical and econometric models. If you want me to make and explain a video in detail statistical and econometric models that are used in soccer and business, let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, like and subscribe and share the video. Thank you.